getting the first attack in for Dizzy though. What is he going to bring? He is bringing in the Super Yetis with this army composition and a quick water walk in the beginning with the Angry Jelly to get a quick funnel in any of those corner compartments.
Looking like a strong starter here for Hog. And this is what we kind of talked about in the open. These guys are so good with these Warden charges, just identifying the value, setting up the base perfectly for how they want to. Now the Flame Flinger is going to go ahead and join the party over there on the left-hand side. Remember, it's going to throw those Fire Mites and just deal all that damage. Each shot, more and more damage. And then after it's done, it's going to drop those Clan Castle troops out. But now the Warden is taking the damage from the Expo. The Expo, one of those few defenses that can outrange the Flame Flinger, doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, the issue now though is the Warden has to take down the Expo because that thing is outranging the Flame Flinger. So interesting enough, which we have seen at the beginning, he's using the Hog Rider puppet on that Royal Champion, something which we're not seeing that often, to be honest. It's typically the Rocket Spear or the Haste Vial for really deep Royal Champion charges. So let's see how much value he can get with that as the pathing at the bottom side is getting set up slowly with that Furnace.
And especially, like, it depends where he pops that Hog Puppet. Like, if he's over there by that Scatter Shot, the Crusher Mortar, that Poison Tower throws, those Hogs could get ate alive. But at the same time, a few of those Hogs could get out in front and just soak up a few traps, and maybe that's the play. Here come the Super Yetis right through the Town Hall. We do have the jump spell right in there to give access to the next compartment. Remember, Super Yetis, not like the Root Riders, are not going to open those walls, so you do need to support them, whether it's with jumps or Earthquake Boots from the King. So the jump spells will go ahead and give them access further into the base.
Yeah, and there were a lot of string traps. He already lost one of those Super Yetis, which is not optimal for him. The poison is in there, but the Rocket Dunes can maybe deal some damage as the Eternal Tome is running out. The Giga Bomb was not tanked, and the Warden took a lot of damage. Now we have air traps hitting those healers, and he needs to have them alive.
Oh, yeah, you definitely want to keep those healers up. One is barely hanging on there, goes down actually. Queen is also taking a lot of damage from that Crusher Mortar. Force 2 ability, the Flame Flinger pops over there on the left side, bringing out 3 Yetis to support that push. King still on the exterior with his ability, but that Crusher Mortar is a lethal compartment. He's got to get through there.
Yeah, the action figure is trying the best to take down the defense, and it's going down. Now it's all about the minion prince on defense. Archer Queen is on it, and it's going down quickly. 40 seconds, the Royal Champion is still there.
Hawk is looking like the first 3-star of the war. The first attack for Dizzy X Stamina, and they are showing why they were in our monthly qualifiers each and every month. We saw them time and time again, just giving our golden ticket team such a hard time. They were the first team to qualify, and then they came back each and every month and made it so difficult for other teams to qualify.
Yeah, they have made it difficult, but in this first match, it seems like they are making it really difficult for
Navi. Still a ton of war to be played, and we have Darkstar as our next attacker, and definitely one of those more creative players. Let's see what we have brought to the table, and we do have a little bit of a hodgepodge here. We have the Rocket Loons. We got like one Yeti. We got an Inferno Dragon, a couple of Furnaces in there. So this is definitely going to be a fun fireball attack here with this Warden.
Oh, I love it. I love it. This is so much chaos, that's for sure. Starting things off with the Warden shot at the bottom side. The Furnace to support him. He wants to make sure that the attack is going a little bit quicker as he's going into 4 Builder Huts. And having a Warden charge into 4 Builder Huts can be really time consuming, that is for sure. So let's see how good this is going to work as, oh my. At the top side, he has set up the Flame Flinger and used an Inferno Dragon to take down the defending Minion Prince to make sure that that Flame Flinger can take down so many buildings at the top side.
Such an OP play up there. How do these players think of those things? Like an Inferno Dragon, very rarely used, but you see players like Darkstar just using those utility troops in there to take down that Minion Prince, and now the Flame Flinger is going to take out that multi-gear tower. Warden is hanging on for dear life down there. He does have to rage him up, but the Warden should be able to get this Town Hall down now with that rage.
Yeah, the Town Hall is gone. The Warden is going to walk towards the far right side. Let's see if he's going to trigger the Giga Bomb or if he's staying out of range. And then he's setting up his heroes on the far left side. So this attack so far is looking beautiful, but you always have to keep an eye on the time as you're moving through. The Warden is not triggering the Giga Bomb. We have now the Archer Queen on the far right side, which is a surprise to me.
now when the Warden walks over there, remember, he'll get drawn towards that Queen as he gets closer and closer. So they could actually pair up and kind of work together. We see Super Minions on the top side out of that Flinger now, but that top compartment getting taken out by that Flinger was a massive pickup. There goes the Ice Golem popping. RC's going to go ahead and join on the left side and join up with the King, actually. So kind of heroes all throughout the bottom section of these bases.
I mean, just the way and how he's like really somehow splitting the space up is incredible. We have the Warden working at the bottom side, the Roy Champ on the left side, King tanking for the Roy Champion, the Archer Queen is taking down building after building, and it's only the core left alive. But is that enough power? The Rocket Spears are in.
Oh, it's getting close. Those 3 multis in the middle are tough. But remember, the number was 80% from Gaku. So he's already at 90% for Darkstar. Darkstar is just pushing that advantage. Here come the Rocket Loons. Here come those minions. The Royal Champion is in, but those Infernos, they are just draining. Oh, the Warden gets pulled over. So now the Warden will target, and he gets taken out. The healers are taken out. Can he get through that last multi? It's done. It's a 3-star.
This is what we were expecting from Dizzy. They're the #1 team when it comes to name, which so far over all of those years, we have never really heard.
That's right. We've always said Santhe because that's just kind of how we say it. But he spoke with Banks and he let him know that it's actually Santhe, how you pronounce it in French. So we will try to respect him and get it right here. It's you know how we are with our names. But starting off with that RC charge into Dragons here. So that heavy investment with the Royal Champion charge. Going to go right into the Town Hall. Poison Tower might slow her down if she does take it out, which she might be going there next. It's going to make it invisible. Beautiful. And now that Royal Champion can go ahead and pop her ability, use that haste valve, get through the Town Hall, and get that under control.
Where is she going next? Is she going for the core? No, she's back to the outside. There are some spring traps delaying her a little bit, but the health so far looks solid. Is he going to skip that Multi-Arch Tower? No, she's going to come back, but how much more value can he pick off? Another invest is invested. The core, though, is mostly the Ricochet cannons, which means not the most dangerous defense for Dragons.
Yeah, they're obviously going to fly right over top, but you also have those storages in there protecting the multi-gear tower, which we've seen that thing just eat bases alive. Now the King will go ahead and go in with the Siege Barracks, and the Dragons on the opposite side of that, just creating that pathing with that Royal Champion. Here comes an Inferno Dragon on the top side just to help create even more pathing with that Baby Dragon, and all the Dragons are right up the middle of the base.
The Dread Trap is going to delay things a little bit, and it's going to rotate the Minion Prince in front, actually. The Dragons are now catching up again. The Black Man is getting blocked as the King is moving now to this bottom Fire Spirit compartment to take that out.
Handful of rocket balloons in the Clan Castle, maybe expecting a ground attack on this base, but Santhe going to the skies with our first dragon attack of the war, and things are looking really, really strong. Lots of dragons still up at this point is really good, especially with that overgrowth. Minion Prince still has ability, King still has ability, and things are looking great. How does he deal with this last compartment as that overgrowth is going to wear off?
Yeah, the overgrowth is going to wear off in just a couple of seconds. There we go. And there's a lot of damage on this back end. The Poison Tower, the defending Minion Prince, but the Minion Prince ability is just amazing. Are there enough dragons alive, though?
Dragon's fading. There's an Inferno Dragon. Watch the baby Inferno Dragon. Oh, does not get the Minion Prince. I think the defending Minion Prince along with that Monolith, and there's an air defense in there. I think it's going to be just enough to hold this one back. But look at that percentage again. High percent into the mid-90s here. 92, 93% maybe from the Phoenix. Now Phoenix will get taken out, but another 90% attack, and Navi have not been able to capitalize.
First round matchup. We have Mask going in, and he is bringing in the Dragons again, making sure that we have that deep Royal Champion charge. And let's see if he's going to go for the Town Hall, which we have seen so many times with his attack strategy, but he's going this time around for a complete different approach.
Sending that Royal Champion in to pick up as much value as possible. If she can cut her way into the middle of the base and just get through that multi-gear tower, maybe get through the Monolith, get through 1 or 2 of those Infernos, that would be insane value. But it's all about setting the pathing here and getting her into that section. It's a harder thing. Like, obviously, we can sit here at the desk and say that's what he needs to do, but actually doing it is a whole different story.
Yeah, oh my, that... Wait, wait!
He's down!
I was about to say that invest to redirect her to the core was great, but the problem was there was no follow-up invest to keep her alive, and the esports mode is just so punishing. Just a couple of shots and she's gone.
It doesn't take much, especially with the multi-gear cannon there, the ricochet cannon, the expos. That Royal Champion went down. So now Mask's going to have to adjust the plan. Does he go straight into the Town Hall? I think he's still going to send the Dragons from this 3 o'clock position over on the right side. Should be still somewhat through the Town Hall, but there is that risk that they follow up through that storage, through that ricochet cannon, and kind of avoid the Town Hall still.
Yeah, this is now what we have to find out. How is that going to work out for him? Is he going to go for the Town Hall? Or like, do some Dragons go for the Town Hall at this point? Or are things going mainly for the core? There goes the Eternal Tome. He's now trying to redirect them to the Town Hall to get the second star. But how many more percentage points can he get? This is right now the best thing which Navi was hoping for.
Yeah, it would have been even better for Navi if they would have skipped through that Town Hall, but Mask doing a great job using those extra invises. That's the one thing. When your Royal Champion charge doesn't go to plan and she goes down early, you have those excess of invisibility spells to kind of use throughout the base, and you use those perfectly to get those Dragons onto the Town Hall. Now with that second star secured, it's going to be so hard for Navi. I mean, look at the scoreboard. This is Dizzy's fourth attack, and they already have equal stars with Navi.
Yeah, it is not going to be easy whatsoever. They would need to hope for their first 3-star, and at the same time, a wonder on the other side, a miracle on the other side of Dizzy. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe not finding the attack button or something, but it is not going to be easy.
Yeah, that, you know, the big attack button is hard to find sometimes there too, but this will push Dizzy up to 10 stars. So you're right, Navi need to get a 3-star, push them to 11. But even then, like the percentage, Navi's percent have been so low throughout. It would have to be such a low 1-star. It would have to be absolute catastrophic failure from Fluxy. But we know that Fluxy in that 5 spot is so aware of what he needs. This attack is actually creeping up way higher than I thought it would, to be honest.
I mean, that's kind of crazy considering the Royal Champ went down in the core. Really great save by Mask. And this is, again, like you have said it earlier, this really showcases when things are going wrong. With the funny face, is the attack looking funny as well? We're going to find out as he's going in. And we have the Root Riders as well with 2 overgrowth. The Town Hall somewhat far on the outside, but he's just going from the far opposite side. How is that going to turn out? Let's find out.
Obviously, any 2-star wins the war, but if this is a 1-star, it needs to be a 66%. If my math is correct, Navi are down by 35% here. So 66% will win the war for Fluxy. Obviously, any 2-star wins the war as well.
Ooh, the redirect to get that multi-front tower. Yes, 2 more invisibility spells, so those pros are all going for the heavy investment when it comes down to the Royal Champion charge. Getting the multi-front tower as well, which is on the flank of the town, on the point tower as well.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
The last spear.
Great pickup there, getting that poison tower out of the way. And now look at this line straight to the Town Hall, Itsu. It's a straight path of destruction for these Root Riders to trounce right onto that Town Hall 17 building and secure it. And that was just such a beautiful setup for Fluxy.
There were a lot of red mines. Are there black mines behind that? Let's find. Okay, there is a. Okay, no black mines for those healers. But the Town Hall is just so close. It's so hard to miss that, I feel like, in this position. The Ice Golems are trying their best to lead troops away from the Town Hall. But I mean, the King, the Queen, everything charging for it. And the Town Hall is just going down as the next building. At this point, it's only 50%, which he has to reach.
And he's still got so much left. He's still got the Super Barbarian, still got King and Queen ability. And it's looking like Fluxy will secure the victory for Dizzy X Stamina, moving them on in the upper bracket. Obviously, we still need that 50%, but with all those troops still on the board, it feels like a sure thing. 48, 49, 50% right around the corner, and there's the victory for Dizzy X Stamina.
Let's see, can he still 3-star? I mean, that would be pretty epic to start things off with 13 stars as a I mean, let's find out as the Root Riders are pushing through. The King, Queen still having her abilities. The Warden has to get popped really soon.
Good call. Good call. Pops that Warden right as you're yelling it into. I love it. But man, there's still a lot of base left, and that Minion Prince with that Crusher Mortar on the top side. We've seen that single-handedly shut down so many attacks. Here comes some rocket balloons in, trying to get some damage in, maybe even take out the multi, but there's some red air bombs going off, some Seeking air bombs going off as well. All the traps, it feels like, have been pulled as he's still working through here. The healers are still up.
Yeah, so far they're still up. The multi-front on the core is giving him a tough time. It's staying up for now with more hero ability. Can he make this work in time? Only 20 seconds left.
Yeah, but ultimately it's not going to matter. Fluxy being in that 5 spot is so aware of what his team needs. He knows when he needs to step up and get that 3-star, but he also knows when he needs to step up and just get that safe, secure 2-star. And I don't think his team is going to be upset with him putting up a 94% attack here. I mean, it's such an epic performance here from Dizzy.
Into our next matchup.